All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're going to be playing the second game of our triple header here this afternoon. We just saw a wild game between the Vikings and the Chargers. The Chargers held on to win that one. Now we go to our Sunday night game here in week number 3. It'll be the 2-0 Jacksonville Jaguars against the 2-0 New York Giants. Kind of a surprise here in the early part of the season that these two teams are 2-0. So we've made it the Sunday night game. It's the flex game. So let's head to Jacksonville for this one. The Jaguars, if they can win, they would be in first place in the AFC East because Miami lost earlier this week to Philadelphia. Miami's 2-1. The Jags would have a one-game lead if they win. And the Giants, if they win, they'd be tied with Philadelphia for first in the NFC East. Giants and Jags. Let's head to the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, Florida. To the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. It's the Giants and the Jaguars. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 2-0 Giants, the 2-0 Jaguars. Our Sunday night game. Evil Dead's taking the Jags -3. Evil Dead has now gotten 4 in a row right. He's now 16-13 overall. Evil Dead on a 4-game winning streak. Noah White will kick off for the Jags. The Giants will get the ball first. We're underway. Collins from the goal line over the 10, 15, 20. And Collins brings it out to the 26-yard line. Patrick Collins in his 9th year out of Georgia. Starting quarterback for the Giants, William Rogers, in his 3rd year out of Ole Miss. Interconference matchup. Giants 2-0, tied with Philadelphia atop the NFC East. Jacksonville at 2-0, all alone in first place at the moment in the AFC East. A half game up on Miami. First and 10 Giants from the 26-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers back, throws, gets it off to Doss. It's picked up in the middle of the air by Wheeler. And Randall Wheeler down to the 13-yard line. And the Jags get an early turnover. The 7th-year defensive back out of Miami. The pass bounced off Doss, and Wheeler was right there to snag it out of the air. That'll count as an interception. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And now Billy Joe Booth, Evil Dead's favorite quarterback, in his 10th year out of Kentucky, formerly with the Patriots and the Giants. He played 1 year with the Giants. He's come back to Jacksonville where he started his career. Spent 3 years with the Jags, 1 year with the Giants, 5 years with the Patriots, and now back with the Jags. First and 10 from the 13-yard line. Booth, play action. Watch out, he gets sacked back at the 23-yard line. On the sack, Thomas Watts in his 2nd year out of Kansas. I like him now. He's away from that mess. He's your favorite quarterback now, Billy Joe. Billy Joe Booth in his 10th year out of Kentucky, even though he just got sacked. The Jaguars beat the Panthers in week 1, and they beat the Redskins last week. Their third straight week playing an NFC opponent to start the season. Kind of a quirk in the schedule there. 2nd and 21 at the 23-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth back. Booth looking. Throws outside to Allen. And Allen's out of bounds. No gain. Josh Allen in his 8th year out of Oklahoma State. Just a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 20 at the 23-yard line. Jacksonville trying to capitalize off the interception to start the game. Jags come out. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth back to throw. Booth looking. Rolls out. And Billy Joe is going to take off. And he slides down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. Make it a gain of 12. It'll be 4th and 8. And the Jaguars are going to have to settle for 3. Evil Dead, my boy. So Noah White will come on out, the 4th-year kicker out of LSU. This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt to give the Jaguars the early lead. It's a free 3, so it's okay. That's true. The kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars lead at 3-0. 6:34 left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. It'll always be the Gator Bowl to me, so I'm just going to call it that. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports, the 2-0 Giants, the 2-0 Jaguars. So Jacksonville capitalizes off the interception. They take a 3-0 lead. Noah White will kick off. This will be fielded by Kylan Johnson, out over the 30, out to the 32-yard line. Kylan Johnson in his 3rd year out of Tennessee. And there's William Rogers again. He has yet to complete a pass to his team. I'm sure it will happen. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Your G-Men down 3-0. Our Week 3 Sunday night game. We'll have the Monday night game next to wrap up the week. That'll be the Browns and the Steelers. 1st and 10 from the 32. Rogers under center. Rogers to Parks, and David Parks makes his way out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 7. Parks in his 3rd year out of Michigan State. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Making the tackle, number 31. That's Randall Wheeler, who made the interception a moment ago. Wheeler, who they picked up from the Raiders during the offseason, the free agent, in his 7th year out of Miami. 2nd and 3 in the I formation. Rogers under center. Rogers to Kylan Johnson, and Johnson pinballing his way to the 40-yard line. Let's take a look at the Giants' offense. Up front, Barnett, Gills, Bailey, Palmer, and Wild. And then it's Collins, Eric Johnson, Kylan Johnson, Crane, and Doss. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Giants at their own 40-yard line. Big 3rd down right here. On 3rd down, Rogers under center. Rogers to Kylan Johnson. That's going to be very close. Looks like he's got it. No, they're going to mark him short. On the tackle, number 98. That's Mackenzie Jackson in his 9th year out of Clemson. Saves the 1st down, or prevents them from getting it. I think he got a bad spot. I think he got it. Yes, I did. I saw that, Giants fan. Thank you for that. Andrew York back to punt. Gets the punt away. We got a full house today. Everybody's here. Fielded by Hayes at the 10-yard line. And Alex Hayes, the former Falcon, brings it out to the 29-yard line in his 9th year out of Alabama. So the Jaguars up 3-0. We'll get it for the second time. This time they'll start from their own 29-yard line. I never cared for that one. I like the all-black helmet better. First and 10 from the 29. I like the Jaguar logo, though. It looks cool. Billy Joe Booth under center. Booth, play action. Looking, he's going to take off again. Billy Joe Booth surprising everybody. Out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. The 10th-year quarterback taking off. You don't normally see that from a 10-year quarterback. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Jags. On the tackle, number 50, Justin Durant in his 13th year out of Hampton. It'll be 2nd and 1. Booth under center. Hands off to Allen, and Josh Allen with the first down out to the 47-yard line. In his 8th year out of Oklahoma State, Josh Allen. He's bounced around a lot of teams. He was on the Steelers. He was on the Vikings for a while. He was never a starter, but he's a starter here now in Jacksonville. Can't stand Big Blue? You don't like the Giants? That's because you're a Jets fan. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Booth to Allen around the outside, and Allen to the Giant 49-yard line. A gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. On the tackle, number 21, Rena Thompson, in his 9th year out of Nebraska. Most Jet fans don't like the Giants and vice versa, I've noticed. 2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth back, fakes the handoff. Booth throws outside to Allen, and he's going to be hit for a 3-yard loss back to the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9. I was watching that last night myself. I decided to watch it. I was looking around. I got back from the ball game and I wanted to watch something. And I wasn't ready to watch the highlights yet, so I watched episode 1. It was interesting. I like Hard Knocks. It's a good show. I like it. 3rd and 9 from the 48-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. Booth back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Williams. The tight end, Jamie Williams, the former 49er. A gain of 12 yards and a Jaguar first down. In his 14th year out of Maryland. He spent 13 years with San Francisco. The 49ers let him go. The Jaguars said, hey, we're getting back together. We'll take it. And here he is. First and 10, Jacksonville at the Giant 40-yard line. Jacksonville trying to get to 3-0. Booth to Allen. And Allen's going to lose 2 yards back to the 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 12. .235 and counting here in the first quarter. Jacksonville up 3-0. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Jaguars at the Giant 42. .225 and counting. Booth in the shotgun. Booth to White, and White gets nailed. Jake White in his 7th year out of Notre Dame. A 2-yard loss, making the play Easton Ayers in his 2nd year out of Texas Tech for the Giants. It'll bring up 3rd and 14. Another 2-yard loss for Jacksonville. Thomas Watts actually made the tackle. Number 99 in his 2nd year out of Kansas. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. It'll be 3rd and 14. 5 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. Booth will drop back. Booth throws downfield. It's knocked down. Incomplete. Knocking it down, Sam Adams, the former Patriot, the 10th year linebacker out of Florida. Adams spent 8 years with New England. He was on the Saints last season. Helped them win a Super Bowl. He just had a 1-year contract. He was a free agent. And now he's gone to the Giants. It'll be 4th and 14. Jacksonville's going to have to punt. Cody Meyer will come in to punt. Meyer was on the Jets last season. Meyer gets the punt away. And that's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Yeah, it's a pretty good stopover. Yeah, if you're going to play one season, play for a team that wins the Super Bowl and then move on. Nice punt by Meyer, the former Jet. And now the Giants will start at the 8-yard line. The Giants, they beat the Patriots in week 1, and they beat the Jets last week. They're 2-0. And just like the Jaguars, this is their 3rd straight interconference game to start the season for the Giants. It's kind of weird the way the computers spit out the schedule. In the I formation, Rodgers to Kylan Johnson up the middle, and Johnson to the 16-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. The 3rd year back out of Tennessee, Kylan Johnson. A minute 28 and counting. Jaguars holding on to a 3-0 lead. This is the Giants' 3rd possession now. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers looking. Rodgers throws downfield. Caught by Collins down the sideline. Patrick Collins all the way out to the 41-yard line. A 43-yard gain by Patrick Collins in his 9th year out of Georgia into Jacksonville territory. Finally making the tackle, number 35 for the Jags. That's Spencer Estes in his 8th year out of Delaware State. You know you got scouts doing a good job when you got a player from Delaware State on your roster. 1st and 10 for the 41-yard line. Rodgers under center. Rodgers to Kylan Johnson. And Johnson to the 39, a gain of 2 yards. Let's take a look at the Jaguar defense. They play a 4-3. Nisa, Henderson, Jackson, and Evans up front. Linebackers, Jones, Gold, and Lockwood. And the secondary, Ellington, Estes, Briggs, and Wheeler. A lot of cast-offs from other teams in that starting lineup for the Jags on defense. Some former Falcons, a former Raider, a former Redskin in there. On 2nd and 8 from the 39, Rodgers in the shotgun. Hands off to Eric Johnson. The 3rd year back out of Duke gets 1 yard to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. On the tackle, number 32, Barrett Briggs. In his 7th year out of Florida, the free safety, the former Falcon, Briggs. The Jaguars have 8 former Falcons on their roster from last season. 8. The Falcons had a fire sale, and the Jaguars picked up 8 of them. 3rd and 7, 1st quarter clock winding down. They get the playoff in time. Rodgers throws downfield, caught by Douglas, all the way down to the 25. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Jacksonville up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl. I'm not going to call it that other name. It's too long, too convoluted. It's the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. The 2-0 Jaguars, the 2-0 Giants. The Jags lead 3-0 as we start the second quarter. However, it's 1st and 10 for the Giants at the Jacksonville 25-yard line. On a gorgeous night in Jacksonville, Florida. Rodgers under center. Rodgers, play action. Rodgers looking, throws downfield, caught by Collins. Collins is in for the touchdown. A 25-yard touchdown catch by Patrick Collins. And the Giants take a 6-3 lead. The 9th-year receiver out of Georgia. He made a nice little spin move there. That got Ellington and Briggs. And he's in for the touchdown. The G-Men. And now Zach Whitney will come on for the extra point. This will put the Giants up by 4. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Giants lead at 7-3. 7:53 left to play here in the first half. The Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Browns and Steelers will be up next. That will wrap up our triple header today. Once again, after today, we'll put the season on hold until Madden 24 comes out. Next weekend, we're going to be playing some exhibition games on 24. CJM gave me a really good idea. He said, instead of doing one exhibition game, do about 3 of them and get a feel for the game. And we'll do that next weekend, before we commit to it. There's the kick. Fielded by Wheeler at the 2-yard line over the 20, 25, and Randall Wheeler out to the 30-yard line. Now, I'll still be on tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll just have baseball instead. We're in the middle of our baseball playoffs anyway. 1st and 10. Jaguars from their own 30-yard line, down 7-3. Billy Joe Booth will come back out. The 10th-year quarterback out of Kentucky. The shoe salesman. Evil Dead calls him that. Billy Joe Booth is actually one of my Army guys, but he was such a big Kentucky fan, I had to put him on the Kentucky Wildcats. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Booth, play action, throws downfield, caught by Williams, all the way down to the 42-yard line. A 27-yard gain to Jamie Williams, the tight end. It's actually a 28-yard gain. Madden rounds it off or down. The show is a great game. Now, after the triple header today, I have to go somewhere tonight. I might be back early enough to play some basketball later, but we won't be starting baseball till tomorrow, or resuming baseball tomorrow. I have to go take care of some business tonight. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Booth drops back. Booth looking. Booth is going to take off. He fumbles, and the Giants pick it up. Did I trade LeBron to Miami? No. In basketball, I use historic teams. LeBron is like on 2 of them. LeBron's on Cleveland and Miami in my NBA. Shaq's on Orlando and the Lakers. So the Jaguars cough it up and the Giants get it back. The Giants, if they win, they'll be 3-0. And they'll be tied for first with the Eagles. And when do the Giants and the Eagles play next? Not next week. The Giants play Washington next week. Jacksonville will be at New England. Billy Joe Booth goes home next week. First and 10 from the 36. Rogers back. Throws downfield. It's picked off. Lee Gold, the linebacker. Back-to-back turnovers. The linebacker, Lee Gold, in his 14th year out of Alabama. The former Bengal. He was a free agent. The Bengals let him go. The Jaguars picked him up. And Lee Gold picks it off, and the Jaguars will have it at the Giant 47-yard line. Now, LeBron James, great player. I'll take nothing away from that. But as a person, I can't stand him. I really can't. He's turned into a whiny ass. He really has in the latter portion of his career. Now, granted, great talent. You know, when he was younger, I used to root for him. Now I can't stand him. He's a whiny butt. First and 10 from the 46-yard line. Booth under center. Booth, play action. Throws outside, caught by Allen. Down to the Giant 45-yard line. Just a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. 7:03 left in the half. Jaguars can retake the lead with a touchdown on this drive. Now that Magic's retired, I like him. And if the Washington team goes back to the Redskins, I'm going to like him even more. 2nd and 8, Allen up the middle, and Allen all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a Jaguar first down. Magic Johnson is part of the ownership group that bought the Washington NFL team. And he's also one of the people supporting the name change back to the Redskins. As is the majority owner. I forget his name. Josh, what's his name? What's the majority owner name? I can't remember offhand. I'm brain cramping. First and 10 from the 35. Booth under center. Little in motion, the tight end. Booth fakes the handoff. Booth rolls out. Booth is going to take off again. And Booth all the way down to the 27-yard line. That's the third time he has run tonight. An 8-yard gain to be 2nd and 2 at the 27. They wanted anything other than that name. You notice how I'm not saying the name. That is the forbidden word. We don't speak that word. We don't type that word. Lest the football gods get angry. 2nd and 2 from the 27-yard line. Britton tackle eligible now. Booth, play action, throws, incomplete. Oh, he had a man open. Lawrence Brandon was open. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. No, it has to be Redskins. Redskins are nothing. It does. That's good. It does. It sounds like one of those created team names. 3rd and 2 from the 27. Booth to Allen, and Allen gets hit in the backfield. On the tackle, Easton Ayers. It'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars will have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 48-yard field goal attempt. The Jaguars have been moving the ball. However, the Giants are not letting them get very close. And now Noah White will come on. This will be a 48-yard attempt to make it a 1-point game. Kick is up. And it's good. Giants lead is now 7-6 with 5:10 remaining here in the first half. Live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. CGM's in the house. Nemesis is in the house. I got Evil Dead and CGM on the East Coast. Nemesis on the West Coast. I'm in Nashville. The only person we haven't seen today, Clutch. White will kick off for the Jaguars. Fielded by Collins a yard deep over the 15-20. And Patrick Collins brings it out to the 22-yard line. Like I said Thursday night, I'm really thinking about putting the Preds in my next NHL sim season. It's the only pro Nashville team I like. I hate the Titans. I hate the Titans with a passion. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. I have not used the Titans in my sim season since I stopped using Madden 12. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Drop the Penguins. I don't think so. Rogers to Parks up the middle. And David Parks out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. If I bring in the Preds, I would drop the Stars. The Minnesota North Stars from last season. I replaced Nashville with them. Or the other way around. And just for you, I'll drop the Rangers and bring in the Sabres. We'll keep it a 12-team league. That way the season doesn't last too long. On 2nd and 1, Rogers to Colin Johnson. And Johnson gets stood up. He got the first down, though. They said he got enough. If he got enough, he got a really good spot. I'm just saying. He got an awesome spot. It didn't look to me like he got there. It was 2nd and 1. He got stood up. But they say first down. Giants from their own 32-yard line. 4:18 and counting. The Stars, you mean? Rogers to Colin Johnson on 1st and 10. And Johnson gets out to the 36. And we have an injury timeout. Lee Gold made the tackle, a gain of 4 yards. And Johnson's shaken up. They'll have to come out. It'll ring up 2nd and 6. The clock will stop on the injury timeout. 4:05 remaining here in the first half. We have the Browns and the Steelers coming up next. Why I won't be on tonight, I have a banquet to go to. If you remember back in May, the high school team whose softball team won the state championship, I cover those games on the radio. And they have invited me to the banquet. I'm one of the speakers tonight. The awards banquet. They're finally getting their rings, their state championship rings. 2nd and 6, Rogers back. Rogers throws to Doss out to the 36-yard line. Actually incomplete. He did not hold on. It was broken up. It'll be 3rd and 6. It is cool. When they won the championship back in 2014, they invited me as a speaker as well. So it's cool to do it again. 5 receivers set wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers back. Throws downfield. Caught by Doss. All the way out to the 49-yard line. A 15-yard gain by Chris Doss in his 8th year out of Army. That was back in May, late May, when they won the championship, the Tennessee State Championship, high school softball. Evil Dead listened into a lot of those games. I remember giving shout-outs to him on the radio a couple of times. All our sports broadcasts are streamed online. 1st and 10 from the 49. Rogers hands off to Eric Johnson this time. A 2-yard gain down to the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. Yeah, the Suns are one of those teams. I think they're going to make a run at a championship in the NBA. I'm impressed by what they're doing in the offseason. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first half. Rogers to Parks. And David Parks to the 46. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 8. On the tackle, Dante Lockwood in his second year out of Minnesota. 2:45 and counting in the first half. Giants up by 1, 7-6. 3rd and 8 from the Jaguar 46-yard line. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Rogers throws downfield, caught by Collins, all the way down to the 33-yard line. A 13-yard gain. First down, G-Men. Down to the Jaguar 33-yard line. Two-minute warning coming up. This should have time to get the play out. 1st and 10 from the Jaguar 33. William Rogers hands off to Eric Johnson. He gets stood up and taken down the 34. We're at the 2-minute warning. Giants up 7-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 3, our Sunday night game. The Tirico and Collinsworth game, the flex game. The 2-0 Giants, the 2-0 Jaguars. Giants lead it by a score of 7-6. And they've worked it down to the Jaguar 34-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. Rogers in the shotgun on 2nd down. Rogers back. Looking, throws downfield to Douglas. All the way down to the 14-yard line. A 17, more than that. Let's see. It's a 20-yard gain to Alex Douglas, the 4th-year receiver out of LSU. Yeah, they make errors in the show. I mean, the show's realistic. A minute 40 and counting. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the shotgun from the Jaguar 14-yard line. Rogers to Eric Johnson up the middle. And Johnson, no gain. Making the tackle, Lee Gold, number 50, the linebacker. Clock is running. The Giants are in field goal range. A minute 10 and counting in the half. On 2nd and 10, Rogers in the gun with a back on either side. Rogers back. Throws down the middle, caught by Eric Johnson at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. The Giants take a timeout with 1 minute exactly left to play here in the first half. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. In Madden 23, they're not. I didn't know that about 20, but I really don't play online. 3rd and 6 from the 10-yard line. There's online matches with 23 on YouTube that are nighttime. 3rd and 6, Rogers back. Rogers steps up, throws, back of the end zone, no. He out of bounds. Greg Hudson, the 4th-year receiver out of West Virginia, the intended receiver. It'll bring up 4th and 6. Zach Whitney, this will be from 27 yards to put the Giants up by 4. The kick is up, and it's good. Giants lead it 10-6. 51 seconds left to play here in the first half. We're live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, Week 3, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Our Monday night game up next, the Browns and the Steelers. We'll be in Pittsburgh for that one. Let me just double check that. Are we in Pittsburgh? Yes, we are. I was looking at the schedule. The schedule and standings are down below. Just toggle down if you're watching on a computer. Whitney will kick off. Fielded by Hayes at the 3-yard line over the 20-25. Alex Hayes nearly broke it all the way out to the 38-yard line. In his 9th year out of Alabama. 1st and 10 Jaguars. They have all 3 of their timeouts. 46 seconds left until halftime. Giants up by 4, 10-6. Oh yeah. In fact, the PA announcer, they use the PA voice. If you're in Phoenix, you're going to hear the Phoenix guy. If you're in Washington, you're going to hear the Washington guy. That's how cool NBA 2K is. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Booth back to throw. Throws down the near side. Incomplete. Broken up by Greg Gibson, the 6th-year safety out of North Texas. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The intended receiver was Brad Reed in his 10th year out of Tennessee. On 2nd and 10, Booth in the shotgun, 4 receivers set wide. Booth back. Booth looking. Throws outside, and Chase can't hold on. Incomplete. That's Nathan Chase in his 12th year out of Hawaii. The former Dolphin, Eagle, and Seahawk, now with the Jaguars. It'll be 3rd and 10, Jacksonville, at their own 38 with 38 seconds left in the half. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth will drop back. Booth looking. Throws downfield. Caught by Hayes. Out to the 48-yard line. I think he's going to be shy of the first down. He is. It'll be 4th and inches. Alex Hayes couldn't quite get the first down. The Giants take a timeout. They want the ball back. The Jaguars are going to have to punt. It'll be 4th and inches. Well, the Giants have looked good in their first 2 games. And they've pretty much shut down Jacksonville here. Punt by Cody Meyer. Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a 27-yard punt. First down G-men. 26 seconds left here in the first half. William Rogers comes out. The Giants only have 1 timeout. I don't know if they can score again before halftime. They might. Giants up 10-6 with 26 seconds left in the half. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers to Eric Johnson. And Johnson 2 yards out to the 23-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. That's what I'm saying, man. Matthew Lewis, the 13th year linebacker out of Michigan, on the tackle. And it looks like the Giants are going to let the clock run out. See if they get the snap off. They do not. We go to halftime. Giants up 10-6 here at Jammin' Sports. To the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 3, our Sunday night game. We start the second half with the Giants over the Jaguars, 10-6. Both teams are 2-0 coming in. Jacksonville will get the second half kickoff. Whitney will kick off. Zach Whitney. Fielded by Hayes at the 1-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. Alex Hayes brings it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Jaguars. Billy Joe Booth, the favorite quarterback of Evil Dead, in his 10th year out of Kentucky, leads the offense for Jacksonville. The Jaguars can retake the lead with a touchdown on this drive. They're down by 4. On first down, Booth looking, throws, gets it out to Little, the tight end. David Little, the former Falcon, in his 11th year out of Oklahoma State, out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 21 yards and a Jaguar first down. David Little, one of 8 Falcons who have made their way to the Jaguars during the offseason. First and 10 from the 49-yard line. Billy Joe Booth under center. Booth to Josh Allen around the outside. And Allen down to the Giant 37-yard line, a gain of 12. First down, Jaguars. All right, got a trivia question for you. Let's see if anybody knows the answer to this one. All right, we know that in Major League Baseball, managers get ejected all the time. It happens in the NBA as well. Not as often. How many times in NFL history has an NFL head coach been ejected from a ball game? First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Booth in the shotgun. Booth rolls out, throws, incomplete. It'll bring up second and 10. How many times in NFL history has a head coach been ejected? Second and 10 from the 37-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Booth in the shotgun. Booth to Allen. And Josh Allen out to the 35, a gain of 2 yards. It'll be third and 8. Nemesis thinks it's 4. I'll let other people get guesses in there. Third and 8 from the 35. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth will drop back. Booth looking. Throws downfield. Chase makes the catch at the 11-yard line. Nathan Chase. 24 yards on the catch. How did he get both feet in? Let's watch the replay. Can't tell from that angle. Did he get both feet down? He may have. We'll probably review that. If you're the Giants, well, they're not going to review it. First and 10 for the Jaguars at the 11-yard line. Looking to take the lead. Booth under center. Booth to Allen. And Allen gets nailed for a 3-yard loss. Making the tackle, number 97, Easton Ayers, the defensive tackle. A loss of 3 to be second and 13. Once again, my trivia question. How many times in NFL history has an NFL head coach been ejected from a ball game? On second and 13 from the 14-yard line. Nemesis has said 4 times. Booth under center. Booth pump fakes, hands off to Allen up the middle, and Allen makes his way down to the 6, a gain of 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Nobody else is venturing a guess on my trivia question. The answer will surprise you. The answer is 0. It has never happened. 3rd and 5 from the 6-yard line. 4 receivers, set wide, Booth in the shotgun. Booth looking, throws to the end zone, incomplete. And that will bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to have to kick a field goal. This will be a 23-yard attempt. The Giant defense has kept Jacksonville out of the end zone. Noah White will come on from 23 yards to make it a 1-point game. Snap, kick is up. It's good. Giants lead at 10-9 with 5:06 left to play. We're in the 3rd quarter. Live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 3, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. We got a tight ball game. Trivia question for you. Name the only NFL team that has never played on Thanksgiving. There's the kick. Fielded by Gibson at the goal line. Over the 20-25, and Greg Gibson brings it out to the 28-yard line. The only NFL team that has never played on Thanksgiving. And I think they finally do this season, if I'm not mistaken. Giants will have it. They're up 10-9 with 5:02 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Both teams are 2-0 coming in. One of these two teams will be 3-0 when the day's over. Rodgers in the shotgun on 1st down. Rodgers fakes the handoff. Throws downfield to Crane. The tight end, Christopher Crane, in his 12th year out of Army. A gain of 6 yards to the 34-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The only NFL team that has never played on Thanksgiving. Davis in the house. Let's see if Davis knows. Davis, name the only NFL team that has never played on Thanksgiving. 2nd and 4 from the 34-yard line. Rodgers under center. Rodgers drops back. Throws downfield. Incomplete. Broken up by Lee Gold. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. The intended receiver was Christopher Crane, the tight end once again. Though the Texans played on Thanksgiving about 7 years ago, I think. No, the Chargers have played on Thanksgiving. 3rd and 4. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers back. Throws to Collins. Down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 yards will be 4th down. And the Giants are going to have to punt. The Jaguars have never played on Thanksgiving. Andrew York back to punt, bobbles it, and just got it away. Fielded by Hayes at the 11, and Alex Hayes out to the 14-yard line. .536 left to play. No, the Patriots have played on Thanksgiving several times. Jaguars down by 1, 10-9 to the Giants with 3:56 left to play here in the third quarter. Not this year they won't. On 1st and 10. Booth under center. Booth looking, throws outside, caught by Hayes, out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 7 yards to Alex Hayes. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. That'll stop the clock. He got out of bounds. 3:53 left here in the third quarter. I wish they'd bring him back to the NFL. 2nd and 3. Booth hands off to Allen, and Allen's going to be nailed in the backfield. On the tackle, number 50, Justin Durant, the 13th year linebacker out of Hampton. A loss of 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. In my current sim season, Davis, they're 1 and 2. Now I know that it's only 3 weeks in. They can make a turnaround. The Patriots play the Jaguars next week up in New England. Booth in the shotgun on 3rd down. Booth back to throw. Throws downfield, caught by Williams. And Jamie Williams all the way out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 15 yards to the tight end, Jamie Williams. 1st down, Jacksonville. On the tackle, number 24, Francisco Barnes, the rookie out of Virginia Tech. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Booth in the shotgun. Booth hands off, no play action. Throws, dumps it off, incomplete. Williams couldn't hold on. It'll be 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson played last night. See, the Broncos played who? The Broncos played Seattle last night, didn't they? 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, Arizona. Okay. I couldn't remember. Booth back. Booth looking, throws outside. It's caught by Allen. All the way down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. 2:25 and counting here in the third quarter. Giants up by a single point, 10-9. It's been a tight defensive ball game. Both teams are 2-0 coming in. 3rd and 4 from the 39. Booth in the shotgun. Booth back. Sets up a screen pass to Allen. Down the sideline, and Josh Allen down to the 46. A gain of 7 yards and a Jacksonville 1st down. Chris Chapman made the tackle in his 5th year out of Virginia Tech. 1st and 10 from the 46. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth to White this time. And White right up the middle. White escapes. He's going to be gone. Jake White, 54 yards on the touchdown. Touchdown, Jaguars. And they take the lead. Jake White, in his 7th year out of Notre Dame, 54 yards. Right up the gut. Some poor tackling by the Giants. No, they have a new quarterback. I can't forget his name. I can't remember his name. 2-point conversion time. Jaguars trying to make it a 7-point game. Booth in the shotgun. Hands off to White. And White's in for the touchdown. He's actually in for the 2-point conversion, but you get the idea. The Jaguars go up by 7, 17-10, with 1:31 remaining here in the third quarter. So the Jaguars have come back to take a 7-point lead. It does look good, doesn't it? It's got texture. It's got shininess. It even gets scratched up. So the Jaguars lead it 17-10. 1:31 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 3, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Our Monday night game coming up next, the Browns and the Steelers. The Chargers beat the Vikings before this, 21-16. There's the kick. Collins from the 2-yard line. Over the 20, 25, 30. Patrick Collins around the outside. For some reason, he stalled. If he just kept running, he probably would have gone all the way. He brings it out to the 44-yard line. Oh, yeah. That looks good, too. Nice return by Patrick Collins out to the 44-yard line. That's where the Giants will take over with 1:24 left here in the third quarter. William Rogers, the quarterback, in his third year out of Ole Miss. In the I formation, Rogers to Parks up the middle, and Parks across midfield for the 47-yard line. A gain of 9, it'll be 2nd and 1. Yeah, I like the giant helmets that say Giants on the side. The NY is not bad. I don't dislike that helmet. I just like this one better. 2nd and 1 from the 47-yard line. Rogers under center. Rogers to Eric Johnson, and Eric Johnson a big gain down to the 31-yard line. A 16-yard gain to the Jaguar 31-yard line. First down, G-Men. On the tackle, number 32, Barrett Briggs. Giants trying to tie the game back up. Jacksonville up 17-10. 35 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. It's winding down. On 1st and 10. Rogers hands off to Eric Johnson up the middle, and Johnson a huge gain. Johnson all the way down to the 9-yard line. A 22-yard gain by Eric Johnson, the third-year back out of Duke. On the tackle, number 39 for Jacksonville. I'm not seeing a 39. I think it's a 35. Spencer Estes, 35 on the tackle. First and goal from the 9-yard line. I don't think they'll get the play off in time. And that's the end of the third quarter. Jacksonville up 17-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 3, our Sunday night game. Jaguars up 17-10. Both teams are 2-0 coming in. Somebody is going to be 3-0. Giants trying to tie the game up. It's been a good game. In the I formation, Rogers under center. Rogers hands off to David Parks. And Parks is going to lose 2 yards back to the 11-yard line. On the tackle, Randall Wheeler, who they picked up from the Raiders. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 11-yard line. .7:45 and counting Jags up by a touchdown. In the I formation. Rodgers fakes the handoff. Throws to the end zone. Benjamin, touchdown, Giants. It was actually Chris Crane in the back of the end zone. An 11-yard touchdown catch by the 12th-year tight end out of Army. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up the ball game. Boy, what a tightrope act to get both feet in. And now they want to review it. It should stand.
The previous play is under review.
Unless that initial foot went out of bounds before the second foot came down. Then it would be no catch. Let's see what the officials say. Ruling on the field stands, a good touchdown. And now the Giants can tie it up with the extra point. Zach Whitney will come out. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 17. 7:29 left to play here in the fourth quarter. The Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, our Week 3 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. We're tied at 17. It's been a good game. Both of our games today so far have been good ones. The Chargers-Vikings went back and forth. The Chargers won that game 21-16. And now Zach Whitney will kick off for the Giants in a tie ball game. We're in the fourth quarter. Fielded by Hayes at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20. Alex Hayes out to the 24-yard line. First down, Jaguars. A lot of time left in this one. 7:26 left. We're in the fourth quarter. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Nemesis Whip in the house. I think CGM's still in the house. Davis is still here, I think. First and 10 for the 24-yard line. Evil Dead took the Jaguars -3. Booth back to throw. Booth throws downfield, caught by Hayes, and Alex Hayes out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 17 yards and a Jaguar first down. Jacksonville trying to retake the lead on this drive. On the tackle, number 56, Julius Sanders, the linebacker, in his 5th year out of Connecticut. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Booth in the shotgun on first down. Got Williams in motion. Booth fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws, gets it to Hayes, down to the Giant 48-yard line. A gain of 11 and a Jaguar first down. Alex Hayes. Sam Adams, the linebacker, on the tackle for the Giants. With the Jaguars on the move. Next week, the Giants host the Redskins. And next week, the Jaguars play at New England. First and 10 from the 48. Billy Joe Booth under center. Booth hands off to Allen. And Allen out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 53, Walter Spencer, in his 6th year out of Oregon. 6 minutes left to play in regulation. Overtime not out of the question here. We're in the fourth quarter. On second down, Booth back. Booth looking, throws, incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. He was looking for Brad Reed down the sideline. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down at the 46-yard line. Booth back, looking, throws to the near side, caught by Allen. A lot of room down the sideline, all the way down to the 20-yard line. A 26-yard gain on the swing pass to Josh Allen, the 8th-year back out of Oklahoma State. Francisco Barnes, the rookie out of Virginia Tech, making the tackle. That's a first down for Jacksonville. Clock continues to move. Actually, I think there was an injury timeout on the previous play. It stopped. 5:43 and counting. 1st and 10 Jacksonville at the Giant 20-yard line. In a tie ball game, we're tied at 17. On 1st and 10. Jaguars in the I formation. Booth hands off to Allen, and Allen, no gain. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, Julius Sanders, the linebacker. I don't understand half of the decisions they make sometimes. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth will drop back. Throws to the end zone. Chase, touchdown. Jacksonville. A 20-yard touchdown catch by Nathan Chase. In his 12th year out of Hawaii, the veteran wide receiver, formerly of the Dolphins and the Eagles and the Seahawks. And the Jaguars go up 23-17. Yeah, that was a dumb move. Noah White for the extra point. It's up and it's good. And the Jaguars lead at 24-17 with 5:11 left to play. We're in the fourth quarter. The Giants still have plenty of time. 5:11 left and 3 timeouts. Remember now, both teams are 2-0 coming in. Somebody's going to be 3-0 at the end of the day. Browns and Steelers up next here at Jammin' Sports. We'll have our Monday night game to wrap up the week. It'll be our final game of the day. He probably wanted too much. Noah White will kick off for Jacksonville. Fielded by Kylan Johnson, a yard deep over the 20-25. Johnson, a nice return out to the 34-yard line. And that's where New York will take over. Down by 7. William Rogers will come back out in his 3rd year out of Ole Miss. Really not a big fan of Elliott. 1st and 10 Giants from the 34-yard line. Down by 7. Just over 5 minutes left in regulation. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Rolls out. Dumps it off. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 5 minutes and 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. on second down. Rogers in the shotgun with a back on either side. Rogers back. Throws downfield. Caught by Collins. Down to the 44-yard line. Patrick Collins, a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1. It shows lack of maturity. A lot of these NFL players have lack of maturity. They can't handle the money and the fame. 3rd and 1 for the 44-yard line. Rogers hands off to Parks up the middle. And David Parks to the 46. A gain of 2 yards in a Giant first down. Yep. 19, I'm telling you, man, it's a good game. It looks better, it plays better than the newer ones. Than all the new ones. We won't know about 24 until Friday of next week. 1st and 10 from the 46. It is the gold standard. Rogers back. Throws downfield, and it's caught by Chris Doss at the 18-yard line. A 36-yard gain by Chris Doss, the 8th-year receiver out of Army. And the Giants are deep in Jacksonville territory, trying to tie this game up. I'm really looking forward to Madden 24 coming out. Well, I appreciate that, Nemesis. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Rogers to Eric Johnson. And Johnson inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 9, it'll be 2nd and 1. That's because the Madden announcers are canned. And I'm live. And I can give you up-to-date content. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 9-yard line. Are you joking or being serious on that statement? Coming up on the 3-minute mark, 5 receivers set wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Throws to Crane. And Chris Crane down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. And that'll be enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal Giants at the Jaguar 4-yard line. Jaguars up 24-17. 2:45 and counting. 2-minute warning coming up. Giants trying to tie the game up. Rogers in the gun. Rogers to Eric Johnson. Does he get in? No. He's down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 on the tackle, number 51, Jesse Jones. Another former Falcon, the linebacker, in his 5th year out of Ole Miss. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. In the I formation, Rogers to the up back, Blackshear, and Blackshear can't get in. Blowing him up, number 99, Anthony Nisa, another former Falcon, and that's the 2-minute warning. Jaguars up here at Jamin Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Our Week 3 Sunday night game to wrap up the week. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Giants at the Jacksonville 1-yard line. They will go for it on 4th down, I'm sure, if they don't make it. Jaguars up by 7. Giants trying to tie it up. 5 receivers set wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Looks to the end zone. He's got all day. And now his protection breaks down, and he gets sacked back at the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th and goal from the 10. A 9-yard loss They're in the hurry up. Rogers back. Looking to the end zone. Rogers throws. Back to the end zone. Incomplete. Patrick Collins only got 1 foot in. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Jaguars will take over. It'll be 1st and 10, Jacksonville going the other way. Lobster ravioli. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Need to ship me some. Now they want to review this. They're going to take another look at this. I don't think he got both feet in. No. Well, maybe. Let's check this out again. That initial foot, is it in? That may be a good catch. They may overturn this. The ruling on the field stands, no touchdown. She's a very good cook. Very good. And she loves to cook. She's got more recipe books than I know what to do with. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Booth under center. Booth hands off to Allen. And Allen gets a yard out to the 11-yard line. Make it a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Giants take a timeout. 1:35 left. The Giants' only shot now is to force a 3 and out and get the ball back. It'll be 2nd and 8. She makes a lot of stuff with chicken. Mostly in the crock pot. 1:35 left. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 11-yard line. Browns and Steelers coming up next. Our 3rd game this afternoon. Booth to Allen, and Josh Allen out to the 20-yard line. I think he's got the first down as the Giants take a timeout. He does. First down, Jacksonville. And the Giants only have 1 timeout. The Jaguars might be able to run out the clock. And Evil Dead is going to get his 5th in a row right. Evil Dead's on a roll. Evil Dead's going to be 17 and 13 when this game's over. He's on a roll. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 1:30 remaining. The Giants only have 1 timeout. Booth to Allen, and Allen gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 4 yards. The Giants take their final timeout. It'll be 2nd and 14 back at the 16-yard line. Can the Jaguars run out the clock? 1:26 left. It's 2nd down. They might be able to run out the clock. Giants now out of timeouts. Looks like the Giants are going to fall to 2-1. And the Eagles will be all alone in first place in the NFC East at 3-0. And the Jaguars are going to be 3-0. And they'll be all alone in first place in the AFC East. Miami 1 game back at 2-1. 2nd and 14. Booth to Allen up the middle, and Allen out to the 17-yard line, a 1-yard gain. Make it a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 12. The clock is running. The Giants cannot stop it. Browns Steelers up next. We'll be in Pittsburgh. Our Monday night game. In the offset eye on 3rd and 12. They'll run it down as far as they can. Allen up the middle. Allen gets out to the 21-yard line. We're under 40 seconds. They don't have to snap it if they don't want to. It'll be 4th and 9. There's a gain of 4 yards. Now, the stupid thing would be to punt, because you're risking a return. They're going to punt. They didn't have to. It'll be fielded by Collins at the 25. And Collins still on his feet. Collins finally down. And that's ball game. The Jaguars go to 3-0. And the Giants drop to 2-1. Your final score, Jacksonville 24, the Giants 17. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Browns and Steelers up next.